Before we jump right into today's challenge, I would like to take a moment to introduce a very simple theory that is complementary to the tool that is being used in the challenge of the day. So this theory is called the circle of influence, and what it does is it highlights two different types of worrying thoughts. So the first type of worrying thoughts are the thoughts around circumstances in our life on which we have actual influence. So these are the circumstances that we can alter, we can change, we can transform, basically something that is in our own power. And then the second one is the category of thoughts related to circumstances that are not in our influence. So they are basically our concerns, something we can be concerned about but not do much to change the circumstances or change the situations. So usually the circle of influence is smaller than the circle of concern, but over time, the more we act, this circle of influence will stretch out, and of course the circle of concern will stretch, but it means that we're experiencing personal growth because we'll have more opportunities to influence the situations in our life in our own benefit. So to demonstrate this and to make it more clear, I'm going to give an example of one of my worries. So when I was working in a team, at the moment I'm self-employed, but before I was working in a team, and a lot of times I would be worried that my boss doesn't like me or that my colleagues don't like working with me, and that I'm too slow when I was doing admin work, or because I'm not a native speaker, maybe I was making too many mistakes in emails I was sending. Like these little worries would pop up. So I implemented this tool, and then I understood that what my boss thinks of me is not really in my hands. Okay, so I can be a great worker, I can be very polite, very pleasant, but that still doesn't mean that I can directly influence my boss's opinion about me. And it's the same about the colleagues. So this is a kind of thought that was not serving me, and no matter how much I worried and no matter how much I criticized myself for thinking that I'm not good enough, it wouldn't really change my situation. And then the other kind of thoughts about me having grammar mistakes or being too slow, now that's something I could work on. So I took a course for admin support, and I also took an English course to make sure that my skills are improving. And if I didn't make this distinction, very likely I wouldn't recognize opportunities for growth and improvement. I would be stuck in my old mindset of just ruminating and worrying. So for today, the challenge is first of all to recognize what thoughts you have power over, what thoughts lead to growth and change in your circumstances, and what are just concerns that are completely out of your hand, something you have no power over, and something you can basically just let go to welcome more calm in your life. And when you determine these worries, especially the ones in the circle of concern, also ask yourself one very important question, and that is, how much will this matter in a month or 3 months or a year? So something that I'm in absolute panic about in this moment, like what my boss thinks of me. When I get home, or in 2 weeks, or when I quit my job, will this matter? Will it really influence the quality of my life? And if the answer is no, then that's the green light to let go of that worry. And this is what you will be doing today. And if you find that this tool is working for you, my invitation is to keep on doing it throughout this course, but also later on in your everyday life. So that is pretty much it for today. I hope you enjoyed this challenge. I hope that letting go of worries sounds exciting. It's something you want to try out. And I'm really looking forward to hear the results and the achievements you got trying out this tool. So let me know how this works for you and talk to you later. See you. Bye bye.